cut it, 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 cut it. Them bricks is way too high, you need to cut it.
Greetings, classroom. I am your teacher. My name is Artificial.34. Today we will discuss DNA. And the passing of genetic traits from parents to offspring. It is true that when two organisms of different biology come together in a physical ritual, these two separate organisms combine to create one. Within this one organism exists the traits of the previous two begetter organisms. It can be argued that within the DNA of this new organism, that it has inherited traits of the begetter organism via DNA. Traits such as physical description, personality traits, weaknesses, and strengths to certain diseases and ailments, memories, and also philosophies. Let me explain. Starting with the basics. When two organisms combine, the resulting offspring may inherit physical traits from its parents. For example, if Sally and Bob create Jordan might resemble Sally or Bob, or a combination of Sally and Bob. Jordan maybe might not resemble Sally or Bob, but Jordan might resemble his great-grandfather, or grandfather, or great-great-grandfather, or great-grandmother, or great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. That is an example of physical description passed on through DNA. Next up is more complicated. This is personality traits being passed on through DNA. When Bob and Sally made Jordan, it is possible that they passed on personality traits ascribed to both Bob and Sally into Jordan. Therefore, Jordan might share personality traits from Bob and Sally, or Bob and Sally's mother and father, or Bob and Sally's great-grandparents. The next agenda is memories passed through DNA. When Bob and Sally created Jordan. They may have past memories of their lives through Jordan, or perhaps older memories of Bob and Sally's families. Those memories may have been preserved through the DNA and passed genetically to Jordan. Jordan may have access to these past lives. The next agenda as physical elements passed on through the DNA. Hypothetically speaking, if Jordan's father was an alcoholic, or that disease or condition may be passed through Jordan through the DNA. Alternatively speaking, if Jordan's mother was a marijuana aficionado, that strength may be passed on through Jordan via DNA. We will conclude this lesson with trauma passed on through the DNA. There is a theory stating that generational trauma can be passed on through the DNA, much like the other symptoms we have just discussed. For example, if you are a product of a people or culture who has an extensive history of being mistreated by another culture or civilization, this trauma could be passed on through the DNA of one's people or culture, resulting in traumatical DNA. Examples of this include animals in the wildlife. When a squirrel might flee from a human being, but why said same squirrel might freely approach another species, such as a bird, or a frog, or a skunk, or even a bear, because the squirrel has been passed on knowledge through traumatic experience of its historical DNA. On the flip side, if one is true, then the inverse must be true. If you are a people who has an extensive history of mistreating other people via racism or bigotry, you could be guilty of passing these negative traits onto your DNA to your children, and their children and their grandchildren and their great-great-grandchildren through the annals of history in the form of Slaveric DNA. For example, if Billy and Joel used to own people in the form of property and held such Slaveric views and philosophies, it is possible that they passed on this genetic disease to their children and their children's children. 400 years later, it is possible that the offspring of these original Slaveric peoples might not know any information of their great Slaveric grandparents. However, they may hold a slight inclination to Slaveric principles and philosophies, unbeknownst to their knowing, due to the Slaveric history in their DNA. This disease, if curable, can only be cured by self-awareness and admittance. This has been today's lesson. Class, das war's.
My God! They shooting! Drive slow, homie.
Right.